So, Halo Season 1, because it got renewed for Season 2. Let's rock. Set in the Silver Timeline and an alternate timeline, 26th century of the United Nations Space Command, and there's a war between them and the Covenant. This show can kiss my unholy ass. And I mean that literally. If you're not a Halo fan and you watch this show, you just might like it, not knowing anything about the show or the game. I mean the games, so I should say. These people have claimed they have never played the games, and you can kind of tell that they watched somebody else play it and they borrowed some notes from each game, because this is an atrocity. This was supposed to be originally 10 episodes, and then they cut it down to 9 episodes. Why did they do that? God only knows. The acting in this show is abysmal. The only thing about this show that was good are 2 key factors. Jen Taylor as Cortana, Natasha Cologne, or whatever the hell her name is, from Californication and Fear.com. Ironically, she plays Dr. Halsey in this show, and she's great. The budget of this show was $90 million, $10 million an episode. So think about it. If we got episode 10, this would have been a $100 million show. And it looks cheap. The only time it looks good is when they were focusing on certain scenes. There are only 2 episodes in this show that it looks good. It's the final episode and episode 5. Episode 5 is probably the closest to a Halo video game we're ever going to get in this whole season. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not any action in Season 2. Master Chief spends almost the entire show out of the armor. He literally is in his long johns. That's what I'm calling it. Because for some reason, they keep him out of the suit most. The Spartans are in the costumes more than he is. Problem is with that, they don't keep their helmets on. But at least they're in their fucking armor, But, of course, when they don't have their helmets on, stupid shit happens that should have required them to have their helmets on, and they wouldn't be in the situations they find themselves in the fucking first place. You hear me, gun grease girl? You hear me? I'm calling her gun grease because she's a brilliant actress too. But here, they give her this terrible dialogue, man. The only good thing I'll give them about this show, they actually cast people that are 6 foot, 7 foot tall characters, because they are the actual height anyway in the games. So the fact that they went out that far to do that, I'll give you props for. I'll give you props for episode 5. That's probably where all the budget went, but I'll give you props for that. Kwan Ha, the most useless character in this show. She literally served no purpose. They give her a whole episode about her backstory, and I'm just sitting there like, nothing's going on. I don't give a shit about Kwan Ha. I'd rather give a shit about Master Chief's buddy that he left her with, and how she makes him more stupid in certain scenes, and how her dumbass gives us an action scene that shouldn't happen in the first place, because if she wouldn't have done nothing, that scene would never fucking exist in the fucking first place. Oh, let's talk about the Covenant spy. Let's talk about the Covenant spy. So, she was an orphan girl as a kid. Her boyfriend, in the most uncomfortable child kiss scene ever on film, gets killed by the humans. It's actually saved by the Covenant. Yeah, the Covenant, the one that's out to eliminate the human race, picks up this little girl and raise her as their own, even equipping her with a fucking energy finger. If you've seen the show, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. She has an energy fingernail, bro. Or a plasma fingernail instead of a plasma sword. I didn't write this shit. And they use her to sneak in and get information. And of course, I knew where this was going. They were going to give Master Chief a girlfriend. Lo and behold, 2 episodes after, this is all in episode 5 too, where she comes and sneaks in. 2 episodes later, they are smashing in her quarters. Huh? Bro, it's bad enough we have to see Master Chief's ass cheeks in this show. I think by episode 2, when he removes his pellet that removes all of his emotions, I have to sit to him watching him fuck literally the enemy. And then the enemy literally turns face after getting some dick for the first time ever and removes her plasma finger or whatever, fingernail, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Only for in that exact same episode to turn heel again and leave. I wish I can go back to 2008 when Fox was originally going to make a Halo movie. Think about it. If Fox would have did this back in 2008, it probably wouldn't have been a good video game movie, but it would have been better than the shit we currently got from Paramount Plus. And I'm sorry, Paramount. I love you. Okay, you got Legacy on there for me and my grandmother's history. It's the only reason why I'm supporting you, because I grew up on you. I grew up on CBS's content and everything. This is not it, man. This was not it. You should have just let Fox have this years ago. The fact Steven Spielberg put his name on this, the fact Showtime put their name on this, because this was supposed to be originally a Showtime show, it got moved to Paramount Plus. Why? Don't know. Drinker, that one's for you. What a waste of time. What a waste of 9 hours that I can't get back. Imagine if this was a movie and it came out during the summertime and it was this horrible, okay? It'd probably do worse than Lightyear right now. I'm giving this show a D. I really want to give it an F, but there were things in here that I admire that I pointed out, which ended up saving the grade, but it did not save the show. Here's hoping season 2 is better. Who the fuck am I kidding? It's not going to get better. This is going to be the new Batwoman. Okay? By the end of this episode, of episode 9, the end of this series, I was more pissed than when I started the show. Episode 1, the first 20 minutes, that was good. That was real good. That was more Halo 2 than we are probably ever going to get in season 2. And then it all goes to shit from there. Let me know what you guys think about this show down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I will see you guys in the next one. Any of you guys Halo fans out there, half of you are my subscribers. I'm pretty sure you are Halo fans. Please, let me know what you think about this trash down below.